Today we're talking about why YouTube stops pushing your video. If your videos get a little movement and then go quiet, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on and the 4 things that you need to fix to change it. Welcome to the Fishing Channel Lab, where I analyze what the biggest YouTube educators are teaching and apply it to fishing creators just like you. And with that being said, let's dig in. Most creators think a video either gets pushed or it doesn't. But that's not really what happens. Most of the time, YouTube gives your video a small push first. A test. Not to everyone, not to your whole niche, just to a small group of people it thinks might respond. And the moment that test starts, YouTube is watching for something very simple. Do people respond strongly enough to keep showing it? That's it. Not whether you worked hard on it, not whether the video is valuable, just does this get a strong enough response to expand? And if it does, the test gets wider. More people see it. But if it doesn't, push slows down, and eventually it just comes to a stop. When that first test happens, YouTube isn't just looking at one thing, it's looking at the whole response. Do people click? Do they stay? Do they keep watching? Do they act like this video satisfied what they came for? And this is where a lot of fishing creators misread the situation, because they see a few early views and assume, okay, YouTube is pushing it. But a few early views doesn't mean the video passed. It just means the video is being tested. That's a big difference. A test is not a breakout. A test is a question. And the question is, should we keep going? Think of it like this. You pull up to a lake that's new to you. You've done your research. You studied the map. You looked at the contours. You pinned a few spots on the GPS that look really good. And you head to the first one. When you pull up, it looks right. The water sets up perfectly. The cover makes sense. It feels like it should hold fish, so you start casting. And pretty quick, you get a little something. A bump. A follow. Maybe even one small fish. And now you're paying attention because there's something there. But the real question isn't, can this spot produce? The real question is this spot producing enough to stay here? So you keep working it. And if the spot starts giving you the right kind of response, you settle in. You fish it harder. You give it more time. But if it's just a little tap and then nothing, a follow and then dead water, you just leave. Not because the spot was terrible, just because it didn't give you enough to keep fishing it. That's what YouTube is doing. It tests your videos the same way. It looks for signs of life. If the response isn't strong enough, it just moves on. So why does YouTube stop pushing a video? Usually it's because the response wasn't strong enough to justify a bigger test. Not necessarily bad, just not strong enough. Maybe people saw it but didn't click. Maybe they clicked but they left too fast. Maybe the title got the click, but the video didn't hold the moment. Maybe the packaging was too weak to stand out. Or maybe it attracted the wrong viewer first. But whatever the reason, the system starts losing confidence. And when this happens, it doesn't need to announce it. It just slows distribution. Less exposure, less testing, less opportunity. Until eventually the video just stalls out. This is where a lot of fishing creators make the wrong conclusion. They think YouTube just didn't give my video a chance. And sometimes it might feel that way. But most of the time the video did get a chance, just a small one. And the response wasn't strong enough to earn more. That's important because if you misread the problem, you fix the wrong thing. You start blaming the algorithm, your channel size, your niche. when really the issue might be the signals your video created in the test. And if you don't fix the signal, you just keep repeating the same result. The same push, weak response, pull back, repeat. So what do you do about it? You stop thinking about this like YouTube randomly pulling the plug and start looking at the signals that cause the push to slow down. Here are the 4 things to fix right now. Number 1, the packaging. If people see the video but don't click, the push weakens immediately. That means the title and thumbnail aren't creating a strong enough reason to start. That's like pulling up to your first spot, grabbing a Texas rig setup, and not putting a plastic on it. The spot might be great, the fish might be there. They might even be looking right at your empty hook. But it doesn't look anything like they'd want, so why would they bite it? That's what weak packaging does. The video might actually be good. The opportunity might really be there. But the title and thumbnail don't give people a reason to act. So the viewer keeps moving. So before you blame the video, fix the entry point. Make the title and thumbnail look like something worth biting. Because if the packaging doesn't look right, they're not clicking. Number 2, the first 30 seconds. If people click, but the video feels slow, misaligned, or less interesting than the promise, the system starts losing confidence fast. The first part of the video has to confirm the click, not delay it, not talk around it, not warm up to it, but confirm it. Otherwise, the viewer leaves right away. This is like grabbing that same Texas rig setup and adding a plastic you found on the floor of your kayak. It feels a little dried out, but it's the perfect color. So you flip it in right in front of a big bass. She swoops it up on the drop and starts swimming away. For a second, you think you got her. But then she spits the bait the second she realizes something isn't right. That's what happens when the title and thumbnail get the click, but the opening doesn't feel like what the viewer was expecting. They bit, but they didn't stay. Not because the opportunity wasn't real, but because something about the hook wasn't right. Number 3, the pattern across your last few videos. If this has happened more than once, that matters. Because now we're not looking at one video, we're looking at a channel pattern. Small push, response, pull back, repeat. This is like having an entire bag of those old dried up plastics. You keep throwing them, and you still get some fish to bite, but they spit it before you ever catch any of them. At first, one bite like that doesn't tell you much. But after it happens again and again and again, you start to see a pattern, and you lose confidence in that plastic altogether. That's what happens when your last few videos keep giving YouTube the same weak result. The system starts expecting the next one to do the same thing. And once it expects a weak result, it stays cautious. So don't ask, why did this video stop? Ask, what pattern has my channel been teaching YouTube to expect? Number 4, the audience signal. This is the one most fishing creators miss. Sometimes the video doesn't stop getting pushed because it's bad. It stops because the wrong people saw it first. The wrong viewers don't click, or they click but they don't stay. And that creates a weak signal even if the video would have worked for the right person. This is like rolling up to a perfect spot and throwing the perfect plastic on that Texas rig setup. You start flipping, you get a bite, but the line snaps right away. So you rig it back up with the same weight and the same plastic, and you toss it again. You get another bite, and this time the fish surfaces right away. And that's when you realize it's a stupid pike, right before it cuts through your line again. It's possible that there's no bass in the area, But if there is, maybe the pike would avoid it and give the bass a chance if the bait was a different color, or if the weight was lighter or heavier, or maybe you just need a different lure entirely. Instead, you just give up on the spot. And that's what happens when the wrong viewers see your video first. The video might actually be right for the audience you want, but the wrong people keep seeing it. And that creates the wrong signal. So you have to fix who the video feels like it's for. From the very first impression. The title, the thumbnail, and the opening, all of it has to signal the right fish as soon as possible. Because if the wrong fish keep hitting first, the right ones might never get the chance. So if YouTube stops pushing your video, don't just say the algorithm hates me. Look at the signals. Did the spot deserve the run? Did you make the right first cast? Has your channel been giving YouTube the same weak pattern over and over and over again? Or are the wrong fish hitting first before the right ones ever get a chance? Because when those things get clearer, your video doesn't just get a push, they have a better chance of keeping it. So go back and look at your last few videos. Did they die immediately, or did they get a small push and then flatline? Because that's a different problem, and different problems need different fixes. If people aren't clicking, fix the packaging. If they click but leave, fix the opening. If YouTube starts pushing and then pulls back, fix the signals that decide whether the test expands. Because growth on YouTube isn't just about getting a chance, it's about giving the system a strong enough response to stay on the spot.